Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and we're back with another one. And today we're going to be reacting to Became from Atmosphere. This was suggested by Necklace Giraffe. So thank you, Giraffe, for the suggestion. Keep coming in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you guys want to see more videos like this. But without any further ado, let's get right into it. Let's see what Atmosphere has to say. Well, Slug and Ant. And let's see what Became is all about. Let's get it. Okay. Interesting. I love this intro, man. The piano's got a real great feel to it. A little bit like slow and almost melancholy-ish. But then and that helps in addition with sounds like they got some type of synth or whatever, maybe just a pad, whatever it is in the background, kind of just emphasizing that piano, adding a little bit of atmosphere. Let's see where it goes.
It's no surprise, I overslept. Put my boots on and climbed out my tent. I didn't see you, assumed you were sleeping. Immediately start a fire cause it's freezing. I can't believe we went camping in the
Okay, interesting. So some camping bars starting out. You slept in late. You got to get your boots on, get ready. You know, it's cold. Get the fire. Where are we going?
cause it's freezing. I can't believe we went camping in the cold. I'm in the wilderness, standing in some snow. A late start, but we can still catch up. You need to wake up, we should eat and then pack up. It's when I noticed you.
Okay, nice vibe so far. Pretty simple rhymes coming in, but I feel like this is a much more direct, like storytelling track than I've heard Slug do before.
Eat and then pack up. It's when I noticed your footprints. The snow's fresh, and those have been put since. What, you already up?
Hold up, hold up. That was great.
When I noticed your footprints.
Noticed your footprints. It's been put since.
Snow's fresh, and those have been put since. What, you already up, making the rounds? So where you at now? You laid back down? The breeze came and it stalled out the flame while I went to your tent and called out your name. You didn't answer.
Yo, nice like shift of the emphasis. The breeze came, stalled out the flame. There, hold up, let's hear that again.
The breeze came and it stalled out the flame while I went to your tent and called out your name. You didn't answer, so I opened up the flap. It's just an empty sleeping bag and your backpack. I'm looking at your tracks and you took a couple laps around the campground and hoofed down the path. I figure you'll return, no concern. I'ma hold put and try to make this cold wood burn. The wind is blowing.
Yo, fantastic, man. So we got something real interesting right now. We'll see how it changes and evolves. You know, if this person that he's camping with comes back. First of all, the visualizer with the video, having the footsteps, you know, the red trail, the black trail, just all moving in different directions. Great idea. Very evocative of that thought of, you know, oh, you woke up camping, the person you were with, they ain't there. You didn't see them leave. So now just kind of they wandering, you wandering, where you going. But the loneliness I feel like is going to become a big part of this, of that person walking away and not knowing where they went exactly. But I guess there is a trail to follow, so we'll see.
And hoof down the path. I figure you'll return, no concern. I'ma hold put and try to make this cold wood burn. The wind is blowing strong, minutes rolling on. It's going on at least a half an hour you've been gone. It ain't right, start the paranoia. I left the campsite to go and search for you. I read the trail your feet made. Each step was deliberately placed. It looks like you know where.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, it's getting more and more towards like that feeling of something went wrong here. What happened to this unknown, you know, this faceless, nameless person that we're searching for?
Feet made. Each step was deliberately placed. It looks like you know where it leads, but I see nothing but leafless, frozen trees. About a quarter mile into the.
Ooh, wait, hold up.
Nothing but leafless, frozen trees. About a.
That's an interesting one, leaflets, because it immediately makes me think of like those pamphlets you get of papers, but then you got the wordplay side of it with leaves, leaflets. Maybe it's also just a word for like small leaves. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below.
A quarter mile into the course, and another set of tracks appeared.
And a quarter mile into the course, you get the core matching up those beginning sounds as opposed to the end sounds.
Next to yours. From the north, it came out of the thick woods, and those footprints belonged to a big wolf. Trying to find service on my cell phone, I felt alright with my knife on my belt though. I hope the wolf is intimidated by you. I wondered if you even knew it was behind you. Stalking you, maybe watching you, waiting for the opportunity to hop on top of you. Salivating, wanna take you to the stomach. In the cartoons, you would've turned into a drumstick. And
fantastic, man. Love that. Would have turned into a drumstick in the cartoons. Got me imagining like Tom and Jerry or Looney Tunes, something along those lines. But beautiful bars, great flow, very like tranquil, and there's like a sense of peace, but also this conflict that's emerging. And there's an interesting, like, funny enough, a cold, almost distance he has to it. It feels like he's a little detached from what's actually really happening here.
in the cartoons, you would have turned into a drumstick. And it gets about as bad as it goes, cause I noticed there's a new set of tracks in the snow. I understood, it doesn't look good. Your fan club doubled, now you got another wolf. And the odds are in favor of the home.
Okay, that's cool. Compare the wolves to a fan club. Fan club doubles. Now there's two wolves stalking them. It's one of those tracks where it feels almost like a very literal story at first, but the further and further we get in, it feels more and more metaphorical and figurative. That's really the best word for it. This is beautiful.
Look good, your fan club doubled, now you got another wolf. And the odds are in favor of the home team. Why'd you walk off all alone? Where you going? It ain't the right time to complain, but it feels like I'm trying to find your remains.
Ooh, turning the words into a a sand timer, whatever you call it, an hourglass. There we go. That is great. Love the visuals, man. The idea of like it being on crumpled up paper and drawn, and how some of the lyrics are getting put up. Great idea. Just very fresh feeling. And even though we haven't had a hook yet, we're 2 minutes and 30 seconds in, and it's perfectly paced. It's working very well.
It ain't the right time to complain, but it feels like I'm trying to find your remains. Your footprints grew further.
Time to complain, to find your remains. Great, man. Great rhymes here. Great twists, Very.
Trying to find your remains. Your footprints grew further apart. I knew what that meant, and it was hurting my heart. It means you started to run, so I did the same. Now my breath's looking like a steam engine train. And suddenly
running in the cold. You got that fog coming out your mouth. Look like a steam engine train. Beautiful, man. Fantastic. And and also these guys in their like flesh tone snowsuits. It's kind of wacky, but I vibe. It's cool.
I did the same. Now my breath's looking like a steam engine train. And suddenly your tracks dip off of the path. And so did theirs. So my knife I grabbed into the.
And this is really cool. The idea of making it like a. It gives me like not a rotoscope. There's another type of thing I'm thinking of. It's like an old school form of animation where you have a wheel that spins around a light, and then as the light projects through whatever frame is in, as the wheel spins, you get, a pretty simple animation, and kind of having the background move across them all running in place. Really great idea. Super interesting video. Like completely unique to anything I've seen elsewhere.
Theirs, so my knife I grabbed into the forest. Expect the worst. Adrenaline burst, disturbed the nerves. 50 yards into the woods and brush. It got so thick that it looked like dusk. The air stood serene, sober, seemed like a good 15 degrees colder. And
again, this unknowing. It seems like that's the big thing about this track is you're kind of stuck out there alone, making your way through, trying to figure out where, your friend is, whoever this person may be, and it got you wandering around. There's a great mix here of like hopelessness and hopefulness. Like, I hope to find you, but I'm worried about what I might find. And that like tension is works very well.
Seemed like a good 15 degrees colder. And I'll admit, hell yeah, I felt fear. The sound of my heartbeat was all I could hear. Looking at the snow, it was plain and clear. There was a third set of wolf prints where yours disappeared. I can't process, I don't follow.
Man.
It'd be easier to believe.
So the wolves just keep coming up, and now that human trail you were following is gone. There's got to be something else though. What might it be?
I don't follow. It'd be easier to believe that you were swallowed, but no sign of death, no sign of struggle, no signs of blood, no signs of trouble. And the wolves never stopped. The tracks kept going, and I took off. So I don't know how your story ends, but I know I'll never go into those woods again. It's not that tragic.
Man, that's crazy. My theory would be they climbed up a tree. But if they don't start yelling down to you when you underneath them, well, who knows? But again, just disappeared out of nowhere into thin air. He got no idea what happened. He's just left wandering around, seeing the wolf prints, just confused, isolated.
So I don't know how your story ends, but I know I'll never go into those woods again. It's not that tragic, it's not a shame. You're not the hunted, you're not the aim. You just another dog with hunger pains. I was so afraid that you'd become the game. I forgot to worry about what you became. You're not the hunted, you're not the aim. You just another
Bro, the way the people walking with the rhymes on their shirts. Such a great idea. Something I would have never thought of that, man. And then having the rhymes come off of their shirt, stick to the screen, and they're kind of leaving, a little bit of like blood splatter or what have you.
dog with hunger pains. I was so afraid that you'd become the game. It's not that tragic, it's not a shame. You're not the hunted, you're not the aim. You just another dog with hunger pains. I was so afraid that you'd become the game. I forgot to worry about what you became.
Wait. Did they become the wolf? Like Animorph style? Wow. A little bit of synth fun for us here at the end. Wow, man. That was fantastic. And that's from The Family Sign, it looks like. Either way, wonderful track. Amazing mix. The master, everything sounds great. Super clean. You know, all the layers are there. They're present. It's easy to listen through. And for a song that comes in at just under 5 minutes and only having the hook at the end, just beautifully constructed. Like the structure, the pacing, you don't even notice that it's that long until it's the end. Regardless, that was Became by Atmosphere. Thank you again to Necklace Giraffe for the suggestion. Keep them coming in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that bell. Much love to everybody in the No Shoes gang, and I'll see you all next time.